The time is 6:02 a.m. Okay, the time is 6:12 a.m. Now this food truck, before midnight, this food truck was running. It had been running for some hours. So there wasn't the big problem. The big problem is after midnight, it's still running to right now. So this thing has been running all night long, all morning long. And I can't understand why nobody is complaining to have a constant sound running all night long when you're trying to get some sleep. And I do believe that it's because they're using it for remote neural monitoring. Look at all this energy in here. This truck is connected to something that's up under this ground. And the sound, I don't. All I know is that there's a vibration, and the sound of that truck goes along with the vibration. Now this is the third time that I woke up from from the vibration coming out, this stuff coming out from under the ground, and the sound of that food truck. Give me a minute. I guess I could have paused it. But anyway, I'm back. But I woke up at 1:22 from the sound of that food truck and this stuff in my body. And I woke up at 4 4 4:20. I think it was around 4:20. And I'm woke now at 5:55, I think it was. But now it's 6:15. But when I woke up at 4:20, I came in here in my bedroom. I brought my chair in here that I sleep on. One of the chairs in there. And I fell asleep in here. But I woke up in pain with that hot energy moving inside of my stomach. And I had a dream. I had a dream now. Cause they took my dreams away from me. You know, cause see, that's how God used to talk to me through my dreams. And so when they started implanting me, I stopped dreaming. But I had a dream tonight. Every time I have dreams now, they be like crazy dreams. But I dreamed I was pregnant and with twins. I dreamed I was pregnant with twins. And what make it so bad, the person that I was pregnant from, we hadn't had sex. But I was pregnant from my grandsons who are twins. They did it in the dream, but we didn't have sex. So I don't know how that could have been. In the dream, it made sense, but I can't remember how I got pregnant. Can't remember that. But the thing was, I could actually feel the separation of the twins. They one on this side and one on this side. And I went to my daughter and I told my daughter that I was pregnant with twins. The one that got the twins. And I told her who the daddies were. But we didn't ever have sex. In the dream, we didn't have sex. But in the dream, I knew how I got pregnant. So there's some crazy stuff. I wonder why I'm dreaming uh that I was pregnant with twins. What are they doing to my stomach? This is my stomach right here. Where I look like I'm pregnant. This is what they doing to me. They doing this to me. Every night I go to sleep and I wake up, my stomach has gotten bigger. My body has gotten bigger. My face has gotten more puffier. I don't know what this is that they're putting in me. All I know is hot. It's hot energy, hot something. That movement back there on that door, that's the way it be moving inside of me. Until I pray and ask God to take this stuff out of my body. I don't know why that. I be praying and ask God, who do I go to stop this? To get this energy out from up under this house that's coming out from on the ground. But I'm not hearing him say nothing. I smell some that smell is gone. I can slightly smell it now. Just slightly. But what I did, I got some lye. There was a little bit of lye here. And so I took it and poured it out. But I couldn't smell it in my bathroom. So I poured it down the commode, the commode. I took a bottle of Clorox and I poured it down there. Then I went and boiled some hot water and I poured the hot water down in the commode. And it flushed. And then I poured another bucket of water down it. But I've been smelling that smell since last week. And the commode been flushing. So I don't know why that smell. It was horrible. Like OP. And OP shouldn't just be sitting down there. I think someone is stopping it up on purpose. I really do. Cause even when the commode was when we moved here, everything was stopped up. But they stopped it up because I got video of them. I got video of them. It was the town. They went down to the end of the road and they were down there digging, and everything in here got stopped up. So we had to call somebody to come. I got everything I'm saying. I got videos to prove it. Some two men came. They put something down in the yard too. I didn't trust them because everybody that come to do something is a part of this gang stalking. They get these texts. Even the people that came to pick my sister up that works for the rescue squad because they started burning me. My stomach started trembling. So I went in the bathroom and closed the door, but it didn't do no good because they were in the house. The rescue squads, you can't get away from it. And I don't know what is going on with people that you got to do such a devilish stuff in order for you to hold on to a job. You just look, you just that desperate because you got a job, so you getting paid. And it's like I'm handing my sister over to the enemy because I don't know what they're doing to her. So when we first sent her to the hospital, I could actually hear her talking. And she was talking loud. I said, who that talking like that? And it was her. She come back home. She just sleep. Couldn't get her to eat. Plus that stuff is coming out from under the food. This is murder. If my sister died, this is murder. Pure murder. And what I need my family to see, that I'm not just some crazy person. These people murdered her. The neighborhoods that we have lived in murdered her. Because I could hear her talking. I hadn't even heard her talk like that God knows when. She was dehydrated because of this stuff coming out under the house. In order for me to get this stuff out of me, God have to open it up so that I can bounce. Because when I try to just bounce on my own, it will not come out. And I have to ask God to do it. And I just start bouncing, 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 bouncing this loud, hard sounding bouncing. This is murder, what these people are doing to us. Pure murder. Our government is murdering its citizens. And I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say to tell the truth. And that food truck over there got something to do with it. This food truck been running all the night and all the morning. I mean all morning. And it's after 6 o'clock and it's been running all the morning. It was running before midnight and it's been running after midnight. And all this energy that's in here on in here. But you can see it on the walls. That's the way it be moving inside my body. That's exactly the way it's moving inside my body. I just pray that you can see it, the movement. And I'm on this here, um, my new computer. So I don't know if you'll be. I'm praying that you'll be able to hear me because they doing something to the sound of my. This is a new computer. I only had a few months. I shouldn't be having this type of problem. But if I listen to a video, I have no problem hearing it. Only time I have a problem when I'm trying to video, but not when I'm trying to video from my security system. That's when I have a problem with the sound. Before when you just be sitting here talking, so far I haven't had problems. But it's so someone is controlling it. These people know how to they have learned how to do stuff and they learn to do it for evil, not for good. But see if they can learn how to do stuff like this for evil, they can learn how to do it for good and save some people lives. But see, they don't want people lives saved. They want them dead because they feel there's too many people on the earth like they got that right. Just say that if God want people off the earth, He'll kill them. He know how to do it real good. He don't need people creating stuff and then a lie says something else because this is what's going on. Stuff is being created and they saying that it's this and it's that when it's something else that they created. And then the amount of people they say is died is really not. They're just trying to make a panic, put people in fear so people will do what they want them to do. And that's what we've been doing. Walk around here with masks on our face. People getting sick, but not from what they saying we get sick from. We getting sick from this stuff that they putting out in the atmosphere. And we breathing it in. Stuff coming out from under the ground that's going inside our bodies. And it's hot. Whatever this is, it's hot. It burns. And then when you go to the doctor, they still giving false diagnosis. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what they done to me. They just dehydrating my skin, puffing me up and dehydrating me at the same time. They got different people in one house that they doing different things to. Even the dogs, they're attacking the dogs. Now, if they want to shut me up, that's help yourself. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm telling the truth. And this is coming from our government. I have written to different people. I ain't gonna say who I written to different people. So I don't know if they gonna, cause I did it when my son was murdered too, but they got rid of him, and I do believe this is who is behind doing this to me. When my son was murdered and they lied and covered up my son's murder, I started writing to the politicians. They started telling me they nothing they can do on this level, but this the level that they are voted in the office. They can't get in the office, but really they can. They just pretending we voting them in. They put in office who they won't put in office. So really it's a waste of time going to vote. But the thing is, we go to vote. But then they say they can't help us on this level. That's what they told me. They can't help me on this level. But the ones who is covering up my son's murder is the one they telling me to go to, which was the chief of police and the DA who covered up my son's murder. Lied. The chief of police went to court and he actually act out what my son was supposed to do, which was nothing but a pure lie. A pure lie. And God told me himself, I see the cover up. Be still and know that I am the Lord your God. So I don't know if I was still enough, but he got out of office. I tell you that. I had called the FBI twice, and the lady took my message, and she told me she would have this man to call me back. He never did call me back, but it was the FBI that went to my hometown with files and files and files of complaints against this chief of police. But they let him make the decision. Now, how they gonna let him make this decision and they got all these files against you? That's why I'm saying the law is not just. They always say justice and for all of who? Who in the heck is it justice for? Who is the law justice for? When a man can shoot another man in cold blood and then lie, but then he bragging at the club. They say he rapping at the club how he got away with first degree murder. But everybody's coward, too much of a coward to record him saying that. But they come back telling me I don't want to hear it. If you can't give me no proof that he's saying this, I don't want you to tell me nothing. Cause I think there's something wrong with you. That you can't record this joker, this little punk, saying he got away with first degree murder. Cause he got away with it. Cause he gonna answer to God. Now if he'd have went home ahead and confessed what he did and went to prison, then he'd have paid the price. But he haven't paid the price. So he gonna pay the price though. He gonna pay the price. When he stand before God, unless he think he ain't gonna stand before God. But when he do stand before God, he gonna answer for my son murder. And everybody else that know the truth, you gonna stand too. Because you know the truth and you didn't tell the truth. So is his is he more important than you? Because they're people that know the truth. They are people who know the truth. But you ain't went to the law and told them the truth. So you got to stand before God too. And God gonna make you bring it back to your memory that you knew the truth and you did nothing. You let a man be murdered and you said nothing. You helped cover it up too. By you being silent, you helped cover it up the murder. And I'm not just talking, I'm just telling you. When you know the truth and you don't say nothing, then you as guilty as the person who did the shooting. The other two boys are dead, and they died horrible deaths too. But see, they should have told the truth. And I do believe if they'd have told the truth, they wouldn't have died to death. They would still be alive right now. I do believe that. But because they would cover up a murder, then they were murdered too. And I'm not trying to belittle nothing. I'm just telling what I believe. And I believe I'm telling the truth. When you know something, you don't worry about somebody talking about you a snitch. Because I don't care about people calling me a snitch. Don't do it. And then you don't have to worry about me being a snitch or telling nothing. I tell the truth about whatever it is I know. I'm going to tell it. Don't be around here doing bad stuff if you don't want nobody to know. If you don't want nobody to tell the police what you doing. Don't be down here doing stuff. And then you won't have to worry about nobody telling nothing. Anyway, I reckon I need to get off this computer. So we have to answer. Everybody have to answer for murder. You have to answer because God is the creator of mankind, and he tell us not to shed blood. Whoever shed blood, your blood will be shed. And they just lied on my son, just pure lie. And then the chief of police went to court. I'm looking at him. He goes to court and I out what he said my son did as though he was there, which was nothing but a pure lie. They gave me three different lies. They gave me the lie of one of the boys that's supposed to be that was there. They gave me the lie of the boy that shot my son, and then the lie from the chief of police. The people from Raleigh sent me a letter saying what the boy that shot my son said happened. Now my son done been in the military, got trained as a man in the military, and they said he hit the boy in the forehead, but he did have a knock. But I think that come from when he hit a tree or something, or somebody else hit him to make it look like my son hit him and walk in. Now, if you're gonna shoot him, why are you gonna walk in front of the car? But if you shoot, walk in front of a car and shoot, you're gonna shoot out glass. There should have been glass all on the ground. None. Only thing out there was my son's blood. But I couldn't get nobody to help me. Not one person. I even called a man from Georgia that be on TV all the time. Every time a white cop shoot a black man, I contacted his office. They told me they couldn't help me. He wasn't the one that called me. Somebody that said he was. That could have been a lie though. Somebody that said he was his detective. I called the NAACP and I called Reverend Sharpton people. I called New York first, and they told me to contact the people in Charlotte. And this guy came. These people nothing but charlatans, all about money and making them look famous. I got no help, no help, none. I even called Reverend Barber. He ain't no help neither. And he got to saying something about my son selling drugs. My son didn't have nothing. That didn't have nothing to do with my son. My son had stopped selling drugs. He was trying to get his life right. He wouldn't have been selling drugs in the first place when he went to the military and they didn't try to kill him. Everything they did with my son was a lie. From the time that he signed up to go, they told him what they were going to do. All of it were lies. All of it were lies. What they told him. So they get you to join the army, and then they feel that they own you. They do you how any way they choose to do you. But my son ain't that type of person that he just let people just do him any kind of way. So they try to shoot him in the head. That's why he got out the military. They talking about he couldn't handle it. No, he couldn't handle lies and mistreatment. Whoever his sergeant was calling his mama a whore that I never met. If I was a whore, I didn't hold with him. He don't know nothing about me. And that's what I kept telling my son. I said he's trying to break you, but my son didn't appreciate him calling his mama a whore. Some Spanish man. So he knew he was gonna be tested. So he smoked some marijuana so he can get out in the military. That's what he did on purpose. Cause he wanted to get out. Cause he didn't like being mistreated. Brainwashed. This is what they do. They mentally call these men mental illness. That's why they being gang. That's why they gang stalkers. They raping these boys to make these boys do what they want them to do. That's why you got a lot of them committing suicide. And that's on the internet. I got that off the internet. They said 144,000 military men commit suicide because they being raped. And they can't handle this. And if you don't believe me, you look it up. Because it's on the internet. That's where I got it from. And that makes me wonder about my nephew. Because that boy didn't act right no more after he came from overseas. And he committed suicide. The sister that I'm keeping, her son, 28 years old. And he had accomplished a whole lot. He was a captain in the military, in the Air Force. I don't trust nothing about our military. I don't trust nothing about our government. And I know people, they say that I be wanting to, but I don't see nothing good. I don't see nothing good. I see death, our law, and they killing black. The only race of people that I see the police killing is our black men. Just here recently, they killed a young white boy, and for nothing, because he's sitting in the car eating his sandwich. They get that badge and that gun and that uniform, and they just it's like turn them to a demon. There's something going on that's not right. I'm telling you. What happened to shoot first and say hope? How can you be arresting a man, putting handcuffs on his arms, on his wrist, and he end up in a body bag? How can that happen? I mean, I don't understand. How can a young boy walk to the store to get him some snacks and never make it back home, and the person that killed him get off scot free with lies? I don't understand it. How can a man get shot in cold blood? Only one set of bullets out there from one gun, but you're saying that my son had a gun too. which is a lie because he don't have no gun. And you could just believe a lion, lizard, snake, frog of a cop that got put away from another town. They ran him away from another town and sent him to our little pitiful town where he did terrorizing people, pure terrorizing the people in this. He the problem. He the problem, not the people. A whole lot of death in our town. A man got beat with pipes and ice handles, but the one who beat him didn't murder him. He talked cash junk about the man. Talking about he was a drug addict. I don't care what kind of drugs. I don't care what he was. He'd have nailed his brain to never bled if he won't whooped with axe handle and pipes. The same crowd that killed my son. Still being terrorists. Still terrorizing. So yeah, I got a problem. I got anger because our law don't have no justice. There is no justice with our law. You voting in people who are not right. They're liars. They'll give you all these promises. Once they get in office, the promise melts down like snow. You got people that come pick you up cause you sick. And when you come back, you even sicker. Because you got these people dealing and dabbing in witchcraft. Dibbing and dabbing in techno sorcery. Because that's what's going on. We all being sick. Getting sick because of sorcery. Falling out the sky. We breathing in sorcery. Because that's exactly what this is. And we just sitting back letting these people just do it. Everybody's scared to talk. Nobody wants to get involved. They're prepared to say that we crazy. Instead of speaking your voice, letting them know we not scared. I'm not going to sit back and just be quiet and let these people just kill me and I'm scared to say something. When you take the oath to be a medical doctor, you're supposed to take care of the people, not go falling behind some kind of secret society that you want to be a part of because you think there's something. And it is nothing. Only thing it is, open you up to hell because that's where you're going. Because God, you ain't doing nothing that God don't see. God see everything. God see it all. And you're gonna answer. All of you people that's a part of this gang stalking, a part of these lies where they creating this virus mess and putting it out here. I don't know who started what, but all I know is it's there. That's all I know. And they probably gonna shut me down for this, but I don't care. I won't be no coward. And I'm gonna speak what need to be spoken. I just go to another site and speak my mind because they all connected and they all connected to lies. They want you to just keep lying and lying and lying while people dying, dying, dying. They got something hooked up on it, and I show the pictures. They some hoes that's up under this house that no matter where I am, they can they can send it to me, and this stuff going up in my body, creating my belly like this right here. I look like I'm pregnant. I'm not no big eater. I don't drink beer. I don't drink wine. I don't drink liquor. I'm not no big eater because I can't eat a lot at one time, for one thing. I can't because it will make me sick and I'll throw it back up. I've always been that way, never been a big eater. But somebody want to just blow me up, raping me, because that's what they doing, because it's going in my privacy. Then coming on up and I do believe they done created some kind of sex movie, because I keep hearing people when I was going out, people saying stuff. I've never did nothing like that and don't have no intentions of making no. I don't have a need to make no sex movie. I don't have the need to. And this stuff just is still burning in me. It's just burning me. And it's not heartburn. It's burning because this energy they sending in my body is hot. Just how they dehydrating us and dehydrating our skin with my look at my neck just hanging. To get that energy back down that door. I'm submerged in it. Yeah, I don't say it enough.